Okay, so we're going to study, as I said, reported speech, question, and instruction. So let's remember what kind of questions we have. We have yes, no questions, and we have double questions. Then we have the request, suggestions, and instructions or commands. So a yes, no question is, do you have siblings? Is your house big? That is a normal sentence, right? And the double H question is the double H words, obviously. Where do you live? And the request or the suggestion or the command, we do it like an imperative. Try green tea. That's the way it is. So let's see this important. Uh, this is important to remember. When we report questions, we shift the verbs. At the end, I'm going to clarify something that appears in the book, but generally, we shift the verbs. I mean, we do the back shift, right? The new structure is a statement. This is very important because when we report something, we are reporting a question, like where do you live? But in the new structure, in the reported one, let's say, it has to be a statement. What do I mean when I say statement? An affirmative sentence. You need the order, subject, verb, because it's a statement. And we are going to use the phrase, well, the phrase reported will be introduced by the verb asked. That's how we are going to report questions. Like the teacher asked me if I were happy, something like that. We're going to check a lot of exercises and examples today. Let's start with the yes, no question. As you see, we have the original question. Jenny, do you speak German? So then we have the reported speech. Jenny asked me if I spoke German. Another question. The teacher asked, are you ready to take the quiz? And then in the reported we say the teacher asked if we were ready to take the quiz. So you see how we report, do you speak German? And then in the other one, we have the name of the person, the verb asked, me, because it's the object. And in here, we can use the word if or whether. Both can be possible. Whether or if, both means the same. Both mean the same. So you can say the teacher asked me whether we were ready to the quiz. Is it clear? Any question?
No, teacher.
No.
It's clear, teacher.
Let's check other examples. But now I want your help for these examples. Can someone read the first one, please?
He asked him, did you come on time?
Exactly. And now the reported one.
He asked him if he had come on time.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Levi. So you see, this is simple past. Did you come on time? That is a question. But in the reported sentence, we have a statement, an affirmative, because it says, he asked me if or whether he had come on time. And this is past perfect, right? Because we use the change of tense. We don't we cannot use here a question because now it's going to be a statement. Next one, another one, please.
The woman asked me, have you ever traveled by plane?
Okay, and then
The woman asked me if or whether I have ever traveled by plane.
thank you very much. It's the same. You see, have you ever traveled? That is a question in present perfect. So in the reported question, we have had traveled because present perfect goes to past perfect. That's it. There is example, another.
The police asked us, "Are you going to buy in the supermarket?" The police asked us if whether we were going to buy in the supermarket.
Thank you. Exactly. So you see, are you going to? That is a question, but in the other one, we have we were going to. That's it. One more. Anyone else?
The interviewer asked me, "Do you want to work here?" The interviewer asked me if or whether I wanted to work there.
Who? Who? Yes, it's like that. The interviewer asked me, "Do you want to work here?" So you see, there is a question, and it is a yes no question. Then the interviewer asked me if or whether I wanted to work here because we changed the text. Is it clear? No questions? In
No.
5, 3, 2. The parrot, does he have a question? No?
No.
Good. Your dog, Lourdes?
No, no, thank you.
Let's move on then. Now let's see the double H question. We have the original question that says, Miles, when did you send the file? In this case, we report the same double H word. Miles asked me when I had sent the files. But again, remember, we have to change the question into a statement. When did you send the files? Might ask me when I had sent, because the original, this one, is in past. So past to past perfect. But you see, this is a statement. When I had sent the files. Next, where are you going? He asked me where I was going. Again, we change, but we keep the double H word. Let's see other example. He asked him, when did she come? He asked him when she had come. You see, past perfect. The police asked us, where are you going? The police asked us where we were going. So be careful with these sentences. I have checked some of the work in the Google Classroom, and some of you have had problems in this part. So let's be careful on this. Next one, next one. The woman asked me, what time is it? The woman asked me, what time? It was. That is the correct way. Questions?
No,
Not
teacher.
Good. So remember, in here you keep the double H word and then you change the question into a statement and you use the shifting of the verb. One more, right? How have you been doing? How I had been doing. So be careful when changing. Now let's check requests, suggestions, and instructions. When we have requests, we use the to infinitive form and introduce it by using the verb ask. We already know that. For suggestions or commands or instructions, it's the same as commands. We will use the verb tell. And last one, in the case of negative phrases, we will add the particle not before to. If you are taking grammar B2, we recently checked this. So this should not be a strange topic to you. But let's see it in context. Let's see. You have the original request and then you have the reported speech. For example, the original request says, could you help me with the dinner? And then the reported speech says, my dad asked me to help him with the dinner. So you see, this is the way we report. Could you help me with the dinner? My dad asked me to help him with the dinner because this is a request. You can change these sentences in another word, yes, but since this is a request, it is better to use the infinitive than the original command. Don't open the presents yet. Report a speech. They told us not to open the presents yet. In this one, you have to be careful. In my English B2, grammar B2, I saw a lot of people writing. They told us to not open. That is not correct. The not goes before the infinitive. They told us not to open the present yet. Let's go one by one. Request an example. Please don't smoke. So how do we change it? She asked me not to smoke. So you see, in this case, we only use the negative, not to smoke. Not, she asked me to not smoke. That doesn't exist. Could you bring my book tonight? She asked me to bring her book that night. And then we have shifting to, you see, tonight, that night. We change it. Next, can you pass the milk, please? She asked me to pass the milk. And then we use the infinitive. Let's see commands. Go to bed. Remember that a command is an imperative form, right? Go to bed. So he told the child to go to bed. That is when we use the infinitive. Don't worry. He told her not to worry. That's the way we report. Be on time. This is so me, right? Be on time. The teacher told us to be on time. And that's the way to report commands. In this case, it's just easier. Is there any question so far?
Teacher, could you put the last picture?
This one?
The last. Yes.
This one?
Yes. No. No. The last. Before the picture.
Who understands you? This one.
No. Yes.
This one.
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. This is for the ones that smoke, right? Don't smoke. So he told us not to smoke. Questions? No? Let's practice. Change the following requests and commands in the reported speech. Let's start the sentences with the pronouns he or she. Take your notebook or something. I'm going to be here. I'll give you like 5-10 minutes to complete them, to change them, and then you will tell me. am going to stop recording because this is just unnecessary. 55 minutes.